Thank you for inviting me. I am Professor Kjetil Tronvoll from Norway, and I'm honored to be invited to say some few words on this occasion. First of all, of course, my deepest condolences and sympathy goes to the families, relatives, and friends of all the martyrs and victims of violence in Tigray during the last 2.5 months. My deepest sympathy and condolences goes also to the families of CEO Mesfin, Abaid Sahai, and Asmelash. All the people I have known and knew and talked to, most recently in September last year in Mekelle. My relationship are particularly related to CEO Mesfin and his work, as I am an international researcher on Ethiopia, and his tenure as a foreign minister for years made him a natural contact point, so to say. It goes back in particularly to the 1998-2000 war, when I frequently visited the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Addis Ababa to seek out statements and interviews with the political leadership on the conflict with Eritrea. Since then, we have interacted on and off, and then last time in September in Mekelle. Through our interactions of many years, and at often times there were rather critical encounters I had with him when I challenged his government's policies and practices in Ethiopia. Sium was always a statesman and a diplomat, accepting me, talking to me, and defending his country's position on whatever issue I also raised a criticism. He was a strong representative and voice of Ethiopia on the international arena. Until the last, Sium sought to mitigate the conflict he and all of us saw coming. Discussing at length with him during a private dinner in Mekelle in September, Sium presented various ideas and plans on how Ethiopia could move forward for the crisis to come, and how peace again could be established in Ethiopia. And he wanted to hear my critical comments on his ideas and the plans he entertained. Always open to input and experiences and reflections from outsiders. In that regard, I think CEO Mesfin represents a generation of TPLF fighters who were and are determined to pursue their cause and objectives, always in pursuit of knowledge and always defending their rights and the objectives of the people they do represent, be that the Ethiopian level or now more recently at Tigray level. The pursuit of knowledge was always very, very up front and center in regards to CEO Mesfin and his generations of TPLF. And they also accepted myself. And they welcomed it at many opportunities. I deeply respect that. The fact that one can have differences of opinion and one can be critical to policies, but you are still welcomed and they are still engaging with those differences of opinion. And what can you learn from it? What does it represent? It's puzzling to me, I think, that the violence are recurring at so frequent intervals and at such a horrendous level. I think it should make all of us more determined than ever before to fight for humanity, to stand for humanity, and to stand for that whoever is the victim of all of us, that it shouldn't be segregated into that victim belongs to that group, so I don't need to care about it. Any people killed in Ethiopia today is a loss to all of Ethiopia.
That's right.
And I see that sentiment is not coming to the surface sufficiently enough. And I think that's very saddening. With him, Ethiopia and Tigray have lost one of their best diplomats and one of their most cherished statements on the international arena. May he rest in peace together with the other martyrs of Tigray these days.